coefficient as 0. How we got that one? So just you have to substitute the upper limit and lower limit. Okay, after substituting, we know that the cos 180 is 0, right? Cos 180 is 0, right? Otherwise, no need to substitute that one also. See here, cos n pi by 2, here also minus cos n pi. So it becomes 0. Again, here this is a cos 3 n pi by 2, here the cos n pi by 2, right? So for cos 3 pi by 2, it is a 0, right? Again, cos pi by 2, cos 90 is 0, right? So for cos 90 is 0, cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. So this term is also becomes 0. This 0 is multiplied with this constant terms. Then again we will get Bn as a 0. Okay. So after that, so we have to determine the last coefficient is an, right? So now we got a naught as a 0, an coefficient is also 0. So now we have to determine an coefficient value. Okay, so for that we have to use this equation. Okay, so 2 by t integral of t naught to t naught plus t x of t cos n omega naught t into dt. Okay, so then just you have to substitute the value of t as a 4. Okay, then we have to substitute this integral, one cycle integral minus 1 to 3, and then you have to substitute this frequency, fundamental frequency, that one is pi by 2. Okay, so cos of n pi by 2 into t into dt, right? So thereafter you have to just integrate this function. Before integrating, you have to substitute the value of x of t, our trine pulse value, right? That one is magnitude value, plus 1 and minus 1. Okay, and also based on the magnitude, you have to change this integral. For positive half cycle, the integral is minus 1 to 1, the magnitude is 1, then it becomes cos n pi by 2 into t dt. Similarly, this is a negative half cycle interval, so that integral lies between that negative half cycle time is lies between 1 to 3, and its magnitude is minus 1 into cos n pi by 2 into t dt. Thereafter just we have to do integration, right? So here I won't teach integration. I will tell you one simple point. That one is very, very important. This is not cancelled. Okay, this is not cancelled. Okay, so here the sine of 3 n pi by 2, the value is the value of sine of 3 n pi by 2 value is minus 1, right? So we can also write this one as minus sine of, okay, minus sine of n pi by 2. Okay, the value of minus sine of n pi by 2, okay, is equal to sine of 3n pi by 2. The value of sine 3n pi by 2 is minus 1. So the value of sine n pi by 2 is 1, but here we have multiplied minus sign, it becomes again minus 1. So these two functions are same, the value is same. So I have replaced, instead of sine 3 n pi by 2, I have replaced it as a minus sine of n pi by 2. See here. Okay, then I got the final equation as a half. Okay, just I have added all these terms. Okay, 2 n pi by, right, again here it is 2 n pi 2 divided by n pi sine of n pi by 2. I have the second term also same, third term is also same, fourth term is also same. So I have added all these four terms, then it becomes 8 divided by n pi, right? So 2 divided by n pi, 2 divided by n pi, 2 divided by n pi, 2 divided by n pi. So 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. So it becomes 8 divided by n pi sine n pi by 2. Just cancelled out these two, right? 2 4s are 8. Then the final equation is a subscript n is equal to 4 divided by n pi sine of n pi by 2. Okay, so then just you have to determine the values by putting the value of n, right? First you have to use even values, then odd value. Okay, in odd value itself we have to we will get two different values. Okay, two different magnitudes. Okay, just substitute the value of n as a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you will get three different solutions or three different values for this equation. First put n value as a 0, right? It becomes 0, right? So sign of 0 is 0, then again it is 0. So for n is equal to even, the value is 0. For n is equal to 0, 2, 4, right? 6, 8. Similarly, so you have to use odd values for put odd values for n as a 1, 5, 9, 13. You will get positive magnitude. Okay, for even for odd values for 3, 7, 11, 15, we will get minus. So just segregate these values based on even and odd. Okay, thereafter you have to substitute these values in the equation. Okay, Fourier series equation. Okay, we know that very well, the Fourier series equation. Before that you have to substitute that the coefficient of an, right? So the equation is x of t is equal to summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity a subscript n cos of n pi by 2 into t, right? So just you have to substitute the value of n, that's all. Then and their respective coefficients. For example, if summation n is equal to 1 to infinity, first you have to substitute the value of n as a 1, right? So it becomes, for 1, the magnitude is 4 divided by n pi, right? Here the n value is 1, so I wrote here 4 divided by pi cos of, again here n value is 1, right? Again it becomes cos of pi by 2 into t. The next value is first plus, right? This is plus, right? This is plus, right? The next value is 3. But why I have not taken 2? If the 2 value, it is a even, the 2 is even, so that it becomes 0. That's why again I have took 3, right? Instead of n you have to use 3. It becomes, for 3 minus 4 divided by 3 pi. It actually I have to use here 3. I have forget to write. Okay, minus 4, right? This one is 1. This one is minus 4 divided by 3 pi cos of 3 pi by 2 into t. Okay, cos of 3 pi by 2 into t. Again here again I have to take, this one is a 1, so 2 is 0, 3, again 4 is 0, so 5. So 4 divided by 5 pi cos of 5 pi by 2 into t. Similarly again I have 6 is a 0, so I have to take 7. So minus 4 divided by 7 pi cos of 7 pi by 2 into t. So it goes like that. So finally you have to substitute all the values. Anyway, the a naught and bn is 0. Just you have to use that an coefficient. This is the Fourier series representation of given graphical representation. So I hope you will understand this problem. Thank you very much.